And moments ago, the national anthem and the mental preparation for the game ahead. Brooklyn, the home of the Nets in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the Barclays Center. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from the Beast?
Their whole defense is better just with him being out there, Kevin. His ability to know exactly what's going on, to communicate, to be in the right position. And he's a great example for his teammates to follow.
Another area where he excels is on one of the most fundamental plays in basketball, the pick and roll. He will lower the boom on the defender with a solid screen and then is terrific at rolling into space and getting the basket.
Celtics made a special trip here for one game. Back in Boston for the next one. No question they've got this game penciled in as a win, but they still have to go out and make plays. They'll look to take an early lead and try to get this one over early.
And they basically steamrolled these guys all season long, Kevin. 3-0, a chance to go 4-0, sweep all 4 games of the season series. They just seem to have this club's number.
You know, they'll be doing a little jaw-jacking tonight, too, talking some trash, I bet. Probably going to remind those guys what a lopsided matchup it's been. And if they can build up a big lead, then it really might be time to pour some salt in the wound.
Now, here's Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Olajuwon. Thompson with the bucket.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
The dish now to Stackhouse, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. I asked him if he had a plan for all the speed he'll be up against, and he told me a key would be transition defense, saying speed shows up most in the transition game, and we feel if we take that away from them, we have a major advantage. Back to you guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Williams with the ball. Pass to Olajuwon. They get a hand on it. Allen drives in, and he drops it in from the low post.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Outside Williams. Feeds it to Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80% now.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Outside Williams. Back to Granger. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
There's the lob to the hoop, and it's Parrish with the jam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Now, here is Olajuwon. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
And don't forget 4 blocks, so a huge game for him defensively as well.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Outside Williams. Up top Weber. Back to Williams. Granger outside. Celtics passing it around. Shoots from 8. Nice touch on the bank shot. Weber's got his first points of the night.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Thompson. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. You take a look at Thompson. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a 2 guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. I mean, you've got to have that nose for the basketball.
Now here's Granger. A 29-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Allen with it, picked up by Thompson. And Danny Granger gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Boston making a switch here. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. Good. Mitchell's got 6 points.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He kicks it to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Thompson with the block. But they get it back. Passes it to Mitchell. Kicks it to Stackhouse. He passes to Mitchell. Over Thompson. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And it's 8 points for Smooth. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Now, Kevin, I'm all for aggressive defense, but they were over the top in that game and wound up in a lot of foul trouble.
Well, Steve, you and I both know it, Kevin as well. There's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. Clearly, they were the latter.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
Now here's Allen. Right now averaging 11 points a game. And Stackhouse kicks to Parrish. Dishes to Allen. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, we got to give this club some credit because for the season, they're shooting 82% as a team.
And, guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Both free throws good from Lucas.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Williams kicks to Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Williams. It's Thompson off the drive, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. That one is on Stackhouse. The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Nets leading by 3. Allen outside. No good from Lucas.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
It's stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And that one is stuck right through.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
Williams kicks to Weber. Shot from 12. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Pass to Mitchell. He feeds it to Stackhouse. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game. Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
And his specialty is tracking down those great offensive rebounds that oftentimes he can put right back up for an easy deuce.
Steve, he is always on the prowl. I mean, you got to body him up early, or he'll stake out that prime real estate for those second shot opportunities.
They set the pick. Poked away. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And then Elijah with the dunk.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense, leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Brooklyn sits right now. 6th in steals, 16th in free throw percentage, and not going too well in the rebounding category, the bottom third of the NBA. They've got plenty of work to do to get that number up.
What they try to do, Clark, is pressure the ball. I mean, you talked about the steals per game, and that's the key number of all those stats. They pressure the ball. They really create havoc for the offense. And when they take you out of the flow of your offense, it really makes the ball stop, and the game becomes very difficult for the offensive team.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Brooklyn Nets.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Weber can't hit.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And that one's good.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Outside Williams. And there's the feed to Weber. He dishes it to Olajuwon. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Olajuwon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Now here's Allen. There's the pass to Mitchell. The dish to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Smooth. Pass to Bates. Shoots. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from McDaniel. Thompson left side. Outside Williams. Feeds it to Olajuwon. Defended by Lister. Puts it up from 12. And it's Olajuwon missing. The Nets on offense. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Well, looking back at that last game between these two teams, they lost the game. I thought the difference was they were badly out-rebounded inside, and it's so tough to win a game when you can't secure that ball.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And Clark, talking about rebound, I'm sure that this team has been reminded of that by the coaching staff.
Without question. And you can't be surprised to see them really crash the boards in this one. They needed to get some second chance points, and their defense needed to limit the offensive rebounds at the other end. Definitely that was a focus for them, controlling and handling both backboards.
Now here's Williams. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's good from Williams. And Williams drops them both.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Now, here is Irving. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. For Brooklyn, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Bates.
You see their early fouls here? They're having an impact so far.
Boston trailing. Here's Tony. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside Irving. Johnson. And it comes off the front of the rim. Outside Williams. Left side Williams. He kicks to G. Pass to McDaniel. Another shot. G, no good. Here's Mashburn. Banked in off the glass. Mashburn's got his first points in this one. Boston shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. Kicks it to Tony. Good D by Johnson.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Now, here is Irving. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Now, normally, that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Tony the pass to Williams. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Danny Granger is checked in for the Celtics. Here's Stackhouse. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways.
Irving, a screen on Tony. This is to Stackhouse. 6 to shoot. Here's Mashburn. And count it from 19 feet away. Mashburn's got his second bucket of the night. Outside Williams. He passes to Tony. Back to Williams. Pass to Tony. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Tony's got his second basket. Here's Stackhouse. Defended by Tony. And Stackhouse kicks to Irving. He feeds it to Stackhouse. Can't make good off the pick.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Coming up next Sunday night.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, Clark and Steve, what do you guys think about what they have or haven't been doing?
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
Lister is out there with Johnson. Then it's Jerry Stackhouse. Then it's Kyrie Irving. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
And so it's Boston with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. Granger outside. The feed to Williams. And Jerry Stackhouse picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Robert Parrish is checked in for Lister. Williams inside the line. Shot is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Here's Tony. After the basket by Brooklyn. The kick out to Williams. He dishes it to Granger. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving gets a screen from Parrish. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Seems like their whole team is in a great rhythm from the three-point line right now. They've put on a display from long range.
He hits both from the stripe. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Now Williams. Granger right side. That's good.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
The Nets with the lead. And here's Irving. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Off target with his three. Granger against Parrish. Danny Granger again. Here's Irving, averaging 6 points per contest. The pass to Stackhouse. Back to Irving. There's the pick. Johnson sets the screen for Irving. Pocket 6. And it's Parrish missing.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Tony with it. Now guarded by Parrish. There's the dish to G. And the Celtics making a change here. Weber's checked in. Granger left side. Another miss by Granger. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Irving attacking. Pass to Parrish. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Parrish has got 6. The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Granger gets a screen from Williams. Granger, good.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
And checking out some numbers here for Danny Granger. What a string of games he's put together here lately. I mean, he's in high gear. Check out the stats. 5th in scoring, 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, going back to a spot near the very top of the scoring list, I mean, he's come up with so many different ways to beat you at the offensive end of the floor. He's almost unguardable.
Williams dishes to Granger. Granger can't get that one to fall. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Irving. On the wing, Johnson. Makes it off the glass. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead. Celtics shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Tony the pass to Williams. Feeds to Weber. That one wide left. Brooklyn leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Thompson, he's checked in for Tony. Passes it to Parrish. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Irving with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Johnson with a screen on Thompson. Johnson throws it down with the quick back jam.
Well, coaches love him because of the hustle he's continually showing out on the floor. And I think where you really see it most is on the offensive board.
And something else he does that might not wind up in the stat sheet, but is still a big part of his game, his leadership defensively. Collectively, they're a much better team when he's on the floor.
Elijah and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he makes the first. Some changes for Brooklyn. Lucas comes in for Johnson. And Allen subbed in for Jerry Stackhouse. And Elijah drops them both. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Knocked away. Stolen by Weber. Thompson outside. Working on Allen. Fades and shoots. Thompson misses.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Allen outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, at 89%, he has established himself as one of the league's best from the stripe.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Now, here is Weber. He had 19 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Chipped in with a couple of blocks, too, so just giving you a hint of his potential impact at the defensive end.
The Celtics have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've shot the ball well all season long from the free throw line, about 81%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Weber hits them both.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Mitchell. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. To take a look at the Celtics. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And checking out Brooklyn, just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, they performed at a level well below what I thought they were capable of. I mean, I expected a much, much better showing out of them.
You're not the only one who thought that, Clark. I mean, even if they weren't going to be an elite team, I think most people felt they would at least be competitive and solid, but they are really struggling.
Celtics trail by 4. Olajuwon kicks to Williams. On the wing, Granger. They get it back. Here's Weber, and he banks in the layup. Weber's got his second bucket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
He kicks it to Williams. Back to Granger.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
The Celtics haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And that one falls for Olajuwon. Williams is checked in for Boston. That one drops. He ties it up. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Irving kicks to Lucas. Allen up top. Back to Lucas. Dishes it to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Lucas. Stolen by Thompson. Here we go, one-on-one. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And you're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
The kid, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here's the kid. He has 6. Granger with the defensive effort. Thompson dishes to Williams. Pass to Olajuwon. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Take a look at Thompson. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming the perimeter.
And not just on the perimeter. I mean, all of these players drive the lane very effectively. Yeah, they're excellent outside shooters, but it's getting to the rim and finishing in close quarters that puts those percentages as high as they are.
5 to shoot. The kid, he's covered by Thompson. And the Nets miss again.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Excellent D there for Mitchell. Nets trailed by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Boston shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Williams kicks to Granger. Back to Williams. He feeds it to Thompson. He dishes it to Weber. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Boston leading by 3. Outside Williams. Back to Olajuwon. Here's Thompson. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Bates. Nets have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Williams gets a screen from Olajuwon. There's the feed to Williams. He passes to Thompson. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. He tries for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. The Kid's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A finger roll finish at the bucket. The Kid's got 8.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, the last few weeks, you see how Brooklyn stacks up here. 4th in steal, 16th in free throw percentage. And as far as team rebounding numbers, not a strong suit for this year. Top 20 in the league is all.
The key really to me out of all those numbers, Clark, is the steals, because that's become their identity defensively. They're a real ball-hawking team. They like to get out and put pressure on the offense, force mistakes, and when they do that, they're tough to stop in transition.
The Celtics with the lead, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Olajuwon, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Taking a look at the numbers for Hakeem Olajuwon, he has 11 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
He hasn't been afraid to draw a little contact if the opportunity's been there. And I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Olajuwon. It's Allen with the drive. Thompson with the block.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one too.
Allen kicks to Mitchell. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. They get Danny Granger. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Boston making a switch here. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Williams, and the pass to Thompson. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from McDaniel. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
Back to Olajuwon. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Irving. The shot, no good. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by a bucket. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at the...
Now, presented by Sprint.
Tipping off your halftime show, I'm Damon Bruce, and a close one is underway in Brooklyn. The Nets in a tight one against the Boston Celtics. They're trying to close in on the 8th best record in the conference. A win here would give it to them. We've seen Smooth producing at will against this Boston defense. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? Looking at Boston, they're definitely making plays as well. They've been relentless attacking the rim, dominating in points in the paint, and the bodies down low have been banging away. Rain Man has been on a roll in the first half. He's got 10 points and seems to have a hand in every defensive play. He's all... It'll be the Heat out of
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston, they've got Olajuwon. Williams is out there with Thompson. Then it's Weber, and it's Granger in at the 3 spot. And Brooklyn making a change here. Stackhouse is checked in. And it's the Celtics ball. Williams passes to Granger. Back to Williams. The dish to Granger. Pass to Thompson. Feeds to Olajuwon. Shot clock at 6. Olajuwon drawn the double team. It's Thompson off the drive. Gets the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Lucas kicks to Allen. Stackhouse. Offensive rebound. Good D by Weber. Boston shooting well, 50% from the floor. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Thompson throws it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
No good from Stackhouse.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Granger for the 3.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
Here's Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out. Boston leading by 4. Thompson left side. Fires from the corner. The shot is off.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Into Lucas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Brooklyn. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The free throw drops for Lucas. Both free throws good from Lucas. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Williams kicks to Weber. Williams passes to Olajuwon. Lucas is there. Kicks it out to Granger. Money from the wing. Granger's got 12.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot up. That's all. And if he runs his man off a screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through bodies.
Thompson dishes to Williams. Thompson passes to Williams. Weber defended by Parrish.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Pass to Mitchell. He kicks to Lucas. Allen outside. The pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Back to Allen. Lets the 3 fly. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Granger, 18 feet out. Rebound, Parrish. Parrish has got his 6th rebound on the night. Dishes it to Stackhouse. Back to Allen. Kicks to Stackhouse. Smooth. That is good. Mitchell's got 16. The Celtics have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Granger with the screen for Williams. Thompson inside the line. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. You look at Williams, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
These are the best passers in the NBA, guys, no question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is clicking.
And, Steve, you touched on it there. I mean, they're fantastic distributors. But it's not just their passing that makes them great. I mean, it's their leadership on the court. Even when the ball's not in their hands, their leadership is fantastic. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
That's such a feel shot, that floater over the top.
Allen kicks to Mitchell. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Mitchell's got 18 points.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? Really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Nets trail by 4. Allen passes to Lister. Smooth. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Stackhouse. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Back to Granger. He feeds it to Olajuwon. Thompson outside. There's the double team with Allen. Clock at 6. And it's Granger penetrating. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist by Granger. Olajuwon's got 13 points.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
Mitchell kicks to Stackhouse, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. 2nd in fewest turnovers per game. 3rd in blocks. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And Clark, you know, when you commit so few turnovers, it's key because you become a much better offensive team. You're constantly getting looks at the basket, and your defense isn't vulnerable either because you're able to get back in transition so much easier.
Weber, and another basket for Boston. Here's Allen. He's got 6. Lucas a screen on Williams. He dishes it to Stackhouse. Shot on the wing. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. Both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The Celtics making a switch here. Outside Williams. Thompson up top. Robert Parrish is checked in for Lucas. Here's Williams. 5 points in the game. The feed to Granger. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Nets trail by 4. The drive by Allen. Stackhouse dishes to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Just an amazing game for Smooth. He has 18 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
Well, you know, he understands the value of those easy points. Also, you know, getting the opponent into foul trouble. And those are big. Those are the little things that will add up for a team trying to get a victory.
Celtics making a switch here. Olajuwon's checked in. So he gets them both.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Williams kicks to Granger. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Granger's got 6 in the quarter. Nets trailed by 4. Now Stackhouse, averaging 20 points per game. Allen kicks to Stackhouse. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Celtics shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Williams passes to Thompson. Back to Williams. There's the dish to Granger. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Tony, he's checked in for Danny Granger. Here's Allen. He's got 6. Allen off a pick from Lucas. Here's Stackhouse. They get the rebound. And Lucas slams it in.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass to the right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
And Olajuwon with the basket on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist in the game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Lucas kicks to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. No good. Nice D from Thompson. Celtics leading by 4. Tony dishes to Williams. Picked by Olajuwon. A shot by Williams, no good. Brooklyn's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Stackhouse the pass to Allen. He passes it to Stackhouse. Feeds it to Lucas. Williams with the steal. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Tony. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is on Stackhouse. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Boston.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Weber, he's checked in for Boston. Granger comes in for Thompson. Oh, free throws good from Tony. Nets trail by 6. Lucas a screen on Williams. And Stackhouse kicks to Allen. Mashburn, Ranger covering, but they'll get another chance. Passes it to Stackhouse. Clock is at 3, and that one's on target from the wing. Stackhouse has got 6 in the quarter.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Tony dishes to Williams. Back to Tony. From 18 feet away. That one a little long. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Gets it to go. Ashburn's got 12. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside Williams. Granger with the screen for Williams. Here's Tony. Busted. No good that time either. Nets shooting 42% from the field here in the third. He kicks it to Allen. Allen off a pick from Johnson. Here's Lucas. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Celtics lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment.
Next Sunday.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Brooklyn with the ball. We've got Lister. Jerry Stackhouse is out there with Allen. Then it's Johnson. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Williams. Granger outside. Olajuwon. No good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Now here's Allen. Johnson kicks to Stackhouse. Now the pass to Lister. Dishes it to Stackhouse. Allen outside. 5 on the clock to take the lead. Gets it to go. Stackhouse has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Back to Weber. Kicks to Williams. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
The Nets making a switch here. And the second free throw, good.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Pass to Mitchell. He feeds it to Stackhouse. He passes to Mitchell. He dishes it to Stackhouse. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I like the way that he has really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
Here's Williams. Lucas with the rebound.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Allen kicks to Stackhouse. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Granger drives in, and Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Robert Parrish is checked in for the Nets. And the Celtics with possession here. They trail by 6. Weber. Tipped away. Stolen by Allen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. No good from Mitchell.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Boston, no good that time either. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 9-1 run. Stackhouse the pass to Mitchell. The feed now to Lucas. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
So it's Boston now. 6-point game. And Williams backs in. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Allen kicks to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Stackhouse the pass to Mitchell. Expanding his range. The rebound by the Celtics. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Excellent D there for Mitchell. Nets leading by 4. Allen, right side. Passes to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 12-3 run. Stackhouse up top. Back to Allen. Out the dish to Lucas. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Allen. Taken away by Williams. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Granger back to Williams. Tries again. Rebound Brooklyn. Mitchell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
And Stackhouse kicks to Allen. Clock at 6. From the top of the key, Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 8 rebounds in this game. The open shot, Williams. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Allen dishes to Parrish. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Lucas. Poked loose. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Thompson against Allen. And Allen with the block. Allen off a pick from Lucas. Allen, that's good. And the Nets lead by 9.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Granger passes to Olajuwon. He kicks to Williams. Granger outside. A fader. Good on the shot. Granger's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Allen kicks to Stackhouse. The jump hook and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Stackhouse has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Celtics trail by 8. Thompson outside. Thompson off the pick from Williams. Weber a screen. Granger for the 3. Count the bucket. Granger's got 22 points.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in the second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The 3-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And Danny Granger gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
That's his 5th personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Parrish, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
A nice shot by Granger.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they needed it.
And here is Allen. The pass to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from Lucas.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Mitchell off a pick from Lucas. No good from Mitchell.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Outside Williams. Dishes it to Granger. Back to Williams. Kicks to Thompson. Shoots from the elbow. And another basket for Boston.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Allen with it. He feeds it to Lucas. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not a bad look at the hoop. Just couldn't get it to bounce in for him.
Williams kicks to Granger. Parrish grabs the board. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Allen outside. Pass to Stackhouse. Knocked loose. Outside Williams. Back to Thompson. He dishes it to Williams. Here's Weber. The rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Allen. Williams with the block.
Take a look at what Parrish has done. He has 9 rebounds and 8 points.
That free throw, no good. That one misses.
And if they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. The kick out to Williams. Boston, no good that time either.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
Gets the bucket. 25 points for Smooth.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 5. 1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Williams. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Back to Granger. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Count it, and the foul. Stackhouse. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Back to that point you were making about rebounding, Clark, it seems like they're coming up short just about every time.
Well, you're right, Kevin. You know, as we've seen here, that lack of rebounding has certainly shown up on the scoreboard.
That was critical, guys. Absolutely critical. And, you know, that's what we're used to seeing out of him.
Timeout called, the Nets. They lead by 2. 1:37 left in the game. .37 left in the fourth quarter. Allen outside. Passes it to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Parrish. Soft touch off the pass. And the Nets lead by 4.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
Williams kicks to Thompson. He passes it to Weber. Back to Thompson. Outside Williams. Now the feed to Weber. Ball is knocked loose. And it's stolen by Allen. Tries from 10. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams kicks to Thompson. The dish to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Celtics passing it around. 6 to shoot. Thompson passes to Olajuwon. Cannot hit. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, basket here, and that pretty much wraps it up.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. They're both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 8. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Weber. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. And so they foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he comes up empty, missing both. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Granger. He kicks it to Thompson. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Launches it. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, that'll do it. For Jordan.